Over 60, this one exercise can change your life. For individuals beyond the age of 60 who currently believe that consistent walking represents the pinnacle of physical activity for their overall well-being, it is imperative to pause for a moment and genuinely absorb the insights about to be unveiled. This information possesses the profound potential to fundamentally redefine perspectives on personal health, inherent strength, daily energy levels, and even the very trajectory of one's lifespan. For decades, the prevailing wisdom posited that walking was the quintessential, safest, most intelligent, and undeniably effective method to sustain an active lifestyle as the years advanced. While acknowledging that walking undeniably retains its merits as a beneficial activity, a convergence of recent scientific inquiry and tangible, real-world evidence now unequivocally demonstrates the existence of a singular, deceptively simple exercise that profoundly surpasses walking in efficacy for individuals navigating their seventh decade and beyond. Alarmingly, the vast majority of seniors remain entirely unaware of and consequently fail to incorporate this vital movement into their routines. The shocking and liberating truth is that this solitary movement holds the transformative power to systematically rebuild your muscle mass, safeguard the integrity of your joints, dramatically enhance your equilibrium, fortify your cardiovascular system, sharpen your cognitive functions, and substantially diminish your vulnerability to debilitating falls, the onset of disability, and even premature mortality. The most appealing aspect of this revelation is its remarkable accessibility. There is no requirement for an expensive gym membership, no need for specialized or costly equipment, and absolutely no prerequisite of prior fitness levels to commence. All that is truly needed are a few dedicated minutes each day and access to the correct instructional guidance, which will be provided herein. A warm welcome is extended to this channel, designed as a sanctuary for those seeking authentic, straightforward, and scientifically validated health and fitness wisdom tailored for fostering strong, energetic, and independent living for individuals aged 50 and beyond. For those returning, a deep sense of gratitude is felt for your continued presence. The subject under discussion is one of paramount importance for the pursuit of graceful and vigorous aging, and therefore, watching this entire presentation to its conclusion is strongly encouraged. Not only will the single, superior exercise for those over 60 be unveiled, but also a precise demonstration of its safe execution, recommended frequency, and seamless integration into daily life will be offered. Even for those contending with persistent knee discomfort, bothersome back issues, or chronically low energy levels. Let's address a candid question. Do you ever experience a persistent sensation that despite your diligent walking efforts, your legs retain a feeling of inherent weakness, your balance feels perpetually precarious, and your overall stamina has noticeably declined from its former vitality? If so, you are certainly not alone in this experience. Millions of older adults engage in daily walking regimens, yet continue to grapple with significant age-related muscle deterioration, compromised posture, nagging joint pain, and pervasive fatigue. The underlying reason for this widespread predicament is remarkably straightforward. Walking, by its very nature, is a predominantly forward motion activity. This repetitive forward movement primarily engages and re-engages a limited and consistent array of muscle groups, doing very little to counteract the insidious progression of age-related muscle loss, a condition medically termed sarcopenia. After reaching the milestone of 60 years, the human body exhibits an accelerated rate of muscle degradation, outpacing its natural capacity for rebuilding, especially in the absence of deliberate and challenging physical stimuli. Furthermore, muscle is far more than a mere aesthetic attribute, signifying physical strength. Indeed, muscle is intrinsically linked to life itself. It serves as a vital protective sheath for your joints, plays a crucial role in maintaining stable blood sugar levels, provides essential structural support for your skeletal system, and critically, empowers your ability to move with agility. react swiftly to environmental cues, and ultimately to live a truly independent life. Many individuals remain largely unaware of a profoundly significant predictor for maintaining independence in their 70s, 80s, and beyond. This critical factor is not determined by body weight, cholesterol levels, or even the daily step count. Rather, it is fundamentally dictated by the intrinsic strength of your leg muscles, the unwavering stability of your balance, and the efficiency and speed with which you can transition from a seated to a standing position. This brings us directly to the singular exercise that demonstrably surpasses walking in its benefits for individuals aged over 60. The deceptively simple, yet immensely powerful and profoundly life-altering movement known as the chair squat. Yes, you heard correctly. The act of standing up from and sitting down onto a chair, when executed with proper form and intention, constitutes one of the most potent and universally beneficial exercises available to older adults. While its appearance may suggest simplicity, the chair squat dynamically engages the largest and most critical muscle groups throughout your entire body. This includes your powerful quadriceps and hamstrings in your thighs, the robust muscles of your hips, the essential gluteal muscles, the stabilizing muscles of your core, and the supportive muscles of your lower back. These are precisely the same indispensable muscles required for fundamental daily activities such as confident walking, ascending and descending stairs with ease, getting out of bed independently, carrying everyday items like groceries without strain, and crucially, preventing potentially devastating falls. Unlike walking, which can, over time, become less challenging as your body adapts, chair squats consistently provide a controlled and safe form of resistance that actively stimulates muscle growth and strength development, rather than merely maintaining existing movement patterns. To illustrate this further, consider this vivid image. Every single time you rise from a chair, you are engaging in a genuine act of strength training, effectively lifting nearly your entire body weight against the relentless force of gravity. Walking, in stark contrast, only ever supports a fraction of your body weight at any given moment, because one foot consistently remains in contact with the ground. This fundamental difference elucidates why someone can walk daily for miles, yet still experience significant difficulty and struggle when attempting to rise from a lower chair. It is not indicative of laziness or a lack of effort. Rather, it underscores profound reality that walking alone simply does not adequately train the specific muscle groups in the challenging and comprehensive manner that the demands of daily life truly require. Now, before any apprehension sets in, leading to thoughts such as, "I'm too old for this," or "My knees simply cannot handle that kind of movement," let me offer profound reassurance. The chair squat, when executed with correct technique, is unequivocally one of the safest and most therapeutic exercises you can incorporate into your routine. In fact, it is widely embraced by physical therapists globally as a foundational movement for rehabilitation protocols, proactive fall prevention strategies, and the maintenance of long-term mobility across all age groups. The inherent beauty of the chair squat lies in its remarkable adaptability. You retain complete control over the depth of your descent, the speed of your movement, and crucially, the omnipresent support of the chair positioned securely behind you. This allows the exercise to precisely meet your body's current capabilities, providing an accessible starting point for everyone. To perform it safely and effectively, begin by sitting squarely on the forward edge of a sturdy, stable chair, ensuring your feet are planted flat on the floor, positioned approximately shoulder width apart. Maintain a proud, tall chest, allowing your shoulders to relax naturally, and direct your gaze straight ahead. Initiate the movement by gently leaning forward slightly from your hips, shifting your center of gravity. Then, consciously press down through your heels and commence a slow, controlled ascent to a standing position. It is paramount to avoid rushing this phase. Once fully upright, stand tall without locking your knees, then gradually begin to bend at your hips and knees. lowering your body back down with deliberate control until you softly make contact with the chair. This complete sequence constitutes one repetition. Should you require additional assistance in the initial stages, you may lightly place your hands on the chair's armrests for supplementary support. As your strength and confidence progressively develop, you can advance by crossing your arms over your chest, increasing the demand on your core and leg muscles. Consider this powerful insight. Numerous scientific studies have unequivocally demonstrated that older adults who are capable of performing a greater number of sit-to-stand repetitions within a 30-second time frame tend to experience extended lifespans, exhibit a significantly reduced incidence of falls, and maintain higher levels of functional independence compared to their counterparts who cannot. This single, seemingly simple movement offers a more accurate reflection of one's biological age than many conventional medical diagnostic tests, profoundly illustrating the true significance and impact of this exercise. However, the cascading benefits of the chair squat extend far beyond just the strengthening of your leg muscles. When this movement is incorporated into a regular routine, your heart muscle is compelled to work more vigorously, leading to substantial improvements in systemic circulation, an enhanced delivery of vital oxygen throughout your body, and a more efficient metabolic rate. These physiological adaptations collectively translate into superior endurance, increased daily energy levels, and a comprehensive improvement in overall cardiovascular health that walking alone simply cannot achieve. You are not merely engaging in isolated muscle strengthening, you are fortifying your entire physiological system. Furthermore, an even more exhilarating discovery lies in the fact that when you actively challenge your muscles, your body intrinsically releases a host of potent biochemicals known as myokines. These myokines function as tiny, yet highly effective molecular messengers that circulate throughout your bloodstream. Their diverse roles include mitigating systemic inflammation, enhancing insulin sensitivity, which is critical for blood sugar regulation, bolstering overall brain health, and even providing a protective shield against the development of various chronic diseases. While walking certainly elicits some of these beneficial responses, resistance-based movements like chair squats trigger a far more robust and comprehensive myokine response, optimizing these protective and regenerative processes. Let us also delve into the critical aspect of balance. Falls represent one of the most pervasive and potentially life-altering threats to maintaining independence for individuals over the age of 60. A single, seemingly innocuous fall has the potential to irrevocably alter the trajectory of one's life. Chair squats are uniquely effective in training and refining your balance, enhancing your intrinsic coordination, and strengthening your body's innate capacity to stabilize itself under dynamic, real-world conditions. With each deliberate and controlled transition from standing to sitting and back again, your nervous system undergoes a profound learning process, becoming increasingly adept at maintaining your equilibrium. This continuous neural conditioning is precisely what is required to proactively avert perilous falls. A common question that arises is regarding the optimal frequency and starting number of repetitions for this exercise. Answer is both straightforward and commendably flexible. Begin with whatever quantity you can execute safely and comfortably without undue strain. For some individuals, this might translate to a modest 5 repetitions. For others, it could be 10 or even 15. The overarching objective is to experience your muscles actively working without any accompanying pain or discomfort in your joints. Aim to perform this exercise once daily, or at a minimum 3 to 4 times per week. Over time, as your physical strength steadily progresses, you can gradually increase the number of repetitions or deliberately slow down the movement's pace, particularly the eccentric, lowering phase, to augment the challenge and further stimulate muscle adaptation. It is deeply encouraging to share that individuals in their 70s and even 80s who initially struggled to stand from a chair without relying heavily on both hands for support, have, within mere weeks of consistent practice of this singular movement, transformed their capabilities. They report standing up smoothly, walking with renewed confidence and stability, and experiencing a profound sense of rejuvenation in their bodies that they haven't felt in years. This endeavor is not about aspiring to become a competitive athlete. It is fundamentally about safeguarding and prolonging your personal freedom and autonomy. Of course, walking undeniably retains its valuable place within a holistic fitness regimen. It offers wonderful benefits for mental well-being, promotes healthy circulation, and provides gentle cardiovascular conditioning. However, if walking constitutes the entirety of your exercise routine, you are inadvertently overlooking the most absolutely critical component of the healthy aging puzzle: strength. Without adequate strength, even the simplest movements become increasingly arduous. Without sufficient strength, balance inevitably diminishes. Without foundational strength, independence gradually erodes. And it is precisely for these compelling reasons that this one simple exercise, the chair squat, fundamentally surpasses walking alone in its comprehensive benefits for individuals navigating the journey past 60. It is imperative to establish a clear and responsible disclaimer. If you are currently experiencing severe joint pain, are recovering from a recent surgical procedure, or are managing a serious underlying medical condition, it is absolutely essential to consult with your primary physician or a qualified physical therapist before embarking on any new exercise routine. Your safety and well-being must always remain the foremost priority. Furthermore, it is crucial to never push through any sensation of sharp or acute pain. While a mild, transient muscle fatigue is a normal and expected sensation following exercise, genuine pain is a definitive signal to cease and reassess. As we continue this exploration, we will delve into methods for further amplifying the power of this exercise through small yet impactful variations that can be effortlessly incorporated into your home routine. We will also explore strategies for synergistically combining the chair squat with walking to achieve optimal results, and demonstrate how dedicating merely 5 minutes a day can profoundly reshape your body's overall sensations and capabilities within the remarkable span of just 30 days. This forthcoming information is not to be missed. Before proceeding further, if the insights shared thus far have resonated with you and proven helpful, please take a fleeting second to tap the like button. This simple gesture significantly aids in extending the reach of this vital message to a broader audience who stands to benefit immensely. Should you desire more straightforward, life-altering guidance for achieving robust and confident aging, please ensure you subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell, guaranteeing you never miss a new video release. Now, take a deep, calming breath with me. Allow your shoulders to relax and consciously internalize this profound truth. Your chronological age does not inherently dictate your capacity for strength. Your past experiences and physical history do not serve as unalterable limitations to your future potential. And most powerfully, your body retains an astonishing capacity for incredible improvement and adaptation, provided you furnish it with the appropriate movement stimuli, unwavering consistency, and an unshakable belief in its inherent capabilities. Let us now delve more gently and profoundly into this topic, for it is crucial that you fully comprehend the multifaceted reasons why this unassuming chair movement is so extraordinarily powerful and how it possesses the genuine capacity to reshape the way your body feels and functions, day after invigorating day. You see, upon reaching and progressing beyond the age of 60, the human body undergoes a series of very specific and predictable physiological transformations. Hormone levels, which once surged with youthful vigor, begin a slow, gradual decline. Nerve signal transmission, once lightning fast, becomes subtly yet detectably slower. And perhaps most significantly, individual muscle fibers, the very building blocks of your strength, commence a process of shrinkage and atrophy if they are not consistently and adequately challenged. It is important to understand that this is not an indictment or a failure of your body. Rather, It is simply the natural progression of biological processes. However, here lies a beautiful and empowering truth that, regrettably, many people are never explicitly told. Your body's intrinsic capacity to respond to and rebuild strength remains remarkably potent at 60, 70, and even 80 years of age, mirroring, albeit at a slightly slower pace, the responsiveness it exhibited in your younger years. While the rate of adaptation may be a little more gradual, the fundamental ability to respond and grow stronger persists. And the chair squat directly engages and communicates with this innate natural system of physiological rebuilding. Every single instance you execute the movement, slowly lowering yourself down with control, and then deliberately pressing your body back up against gravity, you are sending an unequivocal and powerful signal throughout your entire muscular system and to your brain. This signal emphatically declares, we still require strength, we still demand power, we still depend on coordination. And in a magnificent act of biological reciprocity, your body responds directly to this urgent signal. It initiates the rebuilding of individual muscle fibers, reinforces and strengthens the vital neurological connections between your nerves and muscles, and optimizes the synchronized movement patterns of your joints. Walking, despite its many merits, simply does not generate and transmit that same intense, strength-building message with sufficient physiological impact to counteract age-related decline effectively. Let's take a moment to truly visualize the transformative potential of this simple exercise. Picture waking up each morning and rising effortlessly from your bed, completely free from stiffness, instability, or the usual aches and pains. Envision confidently standing up from any chair without the habitual need to push off with your hands for assistance. Imagine ascending a flight of stairs, not just without holding your breath, but with a palpable sense of ease and power. These are not mere fanciful daydreams or unattainable ideals. These are the direct, tangible consequences of systematically building even a modest amount of additional strength in the critical muscle groups of your legs, hips, and core. And the singular chair squat efficiently trains all of these vital components simultaneously, in the most practical and functionally relevant manner imaginable. Now, let us delve into a profoundly important topic that, regrettably, is seldom openly discussed: the pervasive fear of falling. For a significant number of individuals over 60, an unspoken fear quietly dictates and limits their daily movements. This is a deep-seated apprehension, the fear of slipping, the fear of losing their delicate balance, and the terrifying prospect of being unable to regain an upright position once fallen. And when this paralyzing fear takes root within the body, an insidious cycle begins. Movement progressively decreases as a protective mechanism. As movement diminishes, physical weakness inexorably increases. And as weakness mounts, paradoxically, the actual risk of experiencing a fall escalates dramatically. This forms a dangerous and self-perpetuating cycle. The chair squat uniquely interrupts this debilitating cycle by providing the safest possible environment for practice. You are actively rehearsing and refining the precise physical skill your body requires to recover from a low position, all within a controlled, supportive, and protected setting. With each successive repetition, your physical strength grows and, crucially, your self-confidence simultaneously blossoms, empowering you to move with greater assurance. Allow me also to elaborate on why this particular exercise is remarkably gentle on your joints, provided it is performed with correct technique. When you consciously lower your body slowly and with deliberate control, the primary burden of the load is absorbed by your powerful muscles, rather than being transferred as jarring impact directly to your knees or hips. This mechanism stands in stark contrast to activities that involve high-impact movements such as jumping, sudden twisting motions, or repetitive, hard landings on the ground. Essentially, you are training and building profound strength without subjecting your joints to undue shock or stress. This precise combination of strength development and joint protection is precisely what aging joints fundamentally require for long-term health and mobility. It is fully acknowledged that some individuals listening right now may be thinking, "That sounds wonderful, but my knees constantly hurt," or "My lower back is a persistent source of discomfort," or even, "I've been largely inactive for many, many years." It is important for you to understand that these concerns are entirely valid and understandable. Your body undeniably possesses a unique history, a chronicle of past experiences and challenges. However, it is paramount to recognize that this history does not have to be an immutable predictor or a defining sentence for your future physical capabilities. If your knees are sensitive or prone to discomfort, the solution is straightforward. Simply adjust the depth of your squat. You only need to move through the range of motion that feels genuinely comfortable and pain-free. If your lower back tends to be stiff, maintain a tall, upright chest and execute the movement with a deliberate, slow pace, emphasizing control. If you have indeed been inactive for a prolonged period, your starting point can be as modest as 3 or 4 repetitions. The true transformative power of this exercise does not reside in doing a lot initially. Rather, it lies in the unwavering commitment to doing it consistently. Consistency, not intensity, not immediate perfection, is the singular force that truly reshapes and transforms the body over time. A mere 5 minutes a day, performed almost daily, will invariably yield superior and more lasting results than a single intense but infrequent workout session. Your muscles, like any living system, respond most effectively and positively to frequent, gentle reminders that they are still valued, still needed, and still capable of growth. Let us also consider the often overlooked, yet highly impactful, role of breathing technique, which serves as another subtle secret to amplifying the effectiveness of the chair squat. As you initiate the upward movement to stand from the chair, gently and deliberately exhale through your mouth. Conversely, as you slowly lower yourself back down into the seated position, take a controlled breath in through your nose. This specific breathing pattern serves multiple critical functions. It helps to dynamically stabilize your core musculature, provides essential support for your spinal column, and contributes to maintaining more balanced blood pressure levels throughout the execution of the movement. Now, envision the profound synergy of seamlessly integrating this habit into your existing daily routines. For example, could strategically perform your chair squats immediately before breakfast, while patiently awaiting your morning water to boil, or even during the commercial breaks of your favorite television program. When exercise transitions from being a separate, often forgotten task to an organic, integral component of your normal daily routine, it paradoxically becomes effortless. And once it achieves that state of effortlessness, it invariably becomes a permanent fixture in your life. Beyond the undeniable physical benefits, there exists a profound emotional advantage to consistently engaging in this movement, an aspect that warrants dedicated discussion. Honestly, as we navigate the journey of aging, many individuals gradually experience a subtle yet pervasive sensation that their world is incrementally shrinking. Certain beloved activities become increasingly difficult or inaccessible. Particular places feel prohibitively far or challenging to reach, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, life itself begins to contract and diminish in scope. The cultivation of physical strength fundamentally reverses this emotional contraction. When your body rediscovers its inherent capabilities and feels strong once again, your mind reciprocally re-expands. You experience a renewed willingness to venture out, to engage with others, to embark on travels, and to embrace new experiences. This intimate connection between physical strength and emotional resilience is undeniably real and immensely powerful. Now, let me unveil a simple yet highly effective method for progressing this exercise after a few weeks, once your body has adapted and feels more comfortable with the basic movement. There is no need for weights, nor any specialized gym equipment. The key lies in simply slowing down the eccentric or lowering phase of the movement. Instead of sitting down at your normal pace, Consciously and deliberately lower yourself over a count of 3 slow seconds. 1, 2, 3. Then, once seated, stand back up at your regular controlled pace. This extended, slow lowering phase creates an incredibly potent stimulus for both muscle growth and enhanced joint control, all while maintaining the inherent safety of the exercise. Another gentle yet effective progression involves introducing a brief pause. Pause for precisely 1 second just above the chair, hovering momentarily before fully sitting down. This seemingly tiny, sustained isometric hold forces your muscles to work even harder to maintain control and stability over your body. It is these subtle, incremental changes and intelligent progressions that cumulatively lead to significant and enduring improvements over time. Now, let us reintegrate walking into the broader picture, but in a refined and synergistic manner. Walking undeniably remains a wonderful activity, offering tremendous advantages for your cardiovascular health, systemic circulation, mood elevation, and overall mental clarity. However, it is crucial to understand that walking should serve as a supportive complement to your strength training efforts, not as a replacement for them. Consider walking as essential nourishment for your heart and mind, while chair squats provide vital nourishment for your muscles and bones. Together, they coalesce to form a comprehensive, balanced, and highly effective approach to vibrant and healthy aging. It is entirely possible that you already enjoy a daily walking routine, which is indeed fantastic. The powerful enhancement lies in simply incorporating this one essential movement, the chair squat, either immediately before or after your walk. By doing so, you will begin to perceive tangible differences within a mere matter of weeks. Enhanced stability in your gait, increased power and spring in your steps, a noticeable reduction in fatigue when standing for prolonged periods, and a profound surge of confidence in your body's capabilities. At this juncture, I wish to take a moment to gently, yet emphatically remind you of something profoundly significant. You are not broken. You are not inherently fragile. You are not, unequivocally, too old. Your body is an extraordinarily adaptive organism. It is intrinsically intelligent. It possesses an innate desire to heal, to regenerate, and to grow stronger. However, it can only respond to the specific signals you consistently provide it. And this simple, daily movement of the chair squat communicates a crystal clear message to your body that strength is still actively required and desired. Allow me to speak directly and personally to anyone listening who may feel a sense of discouragement regarding their current health or physical condition. Perhaps you have attempted exercise in the past, only to encounter setbacks or perceived failures. Perhaps chronic pain became an insurmountable barrier. Perhaps the myriad demands and complexities of life simply intervened and derailed your efforts. Or perhaps you simply lost the vital spark of motivation. None of those past experiences truly matter anymore in the grand scheme of your potential. What truly matters, what holds the transformative power, is the deliberate choice you make next. And your next step does not, by any means, have to be a monumental leap. Your next step can be as wonderfully simple and achievable as standing up from a chair 5 times today, performed with conscious care and genuine intention. Profound progress rarely originates from dramatic, grandiose actions. Instead, enduring progress emanates from quiet, consistent decisions faithfully repeated on a daily basis. As you steadfastly continue to practice this movement, you may initially discern subtle, incremental changes before noticing more dramatic transformations. You might observe that you feel a little steadier and more grounded when you walk. You may consciously realize that you no longer instinctively reach out to grab onto furniture for support as frequently. You might even detect a slight yet palpable reduction in your overall fatigue levels by the end of the day. These are not insignificant observations. These are clear and unambiguous signs that your body is actively responding to your efforts. Embrace and celebrate these small victories, for they are the indispensable building blocks, the sturdy foundation upon which long-term sustainable transformation is built. Now, in the forthcoming segment of this video, The intention is to meticulously demonstrate how to seamlessly integrate this singular, simple exercise into a comprehensive 5-minute daily routine. This routine will specifically target and strengthen your legs, hips, and balance, all without requiring you to ever get down onto the floor. Furthermore, critical insights will be shared regarding a common, yet often unrecognized mistake that many individuals unknowingly commit, inadvertently sabotaging their progress. Crucially, precise guidance will be provided on how to proactively avoid this pitfall, ensuring that your dedicated weeks of effort are not wasted. However, before proceeding to that valuable information, a direct invitation is extended to you. In the comments section below, please share your age and indicate whether you currently incorporate any form of strength training exercises into your routine, or if walking has historically constituted your primary mode of physical activity. Every single comment is personally read and deeply valued, as your responses are instrumental in guiding the creation of future content for this vibrant and growing community. And if this message has resonated deeply with you, if it has ignited a renewed sense of hope, if it has empowered you to perceive your body in a fresh and optimistic light, then a heartfelt invitation is extended to subscribe to this channel and become an integral part of this expanding family, united by a shared commitment to strong, confident, and healthy aging. And please, do not forget to gently tap the like button, as each individual like serves as a powerful signal to the platform, instructing it to disseminate this crucial message to even more people who genuinely stand in need of its transformative insights. Take another deep, centering breath. Allow your jaw to relax. Consciously drop your shoulders. Know, unequivocally, that you are performing better than your internal critic might suggest, and that it is never, ever too late to embark on the journey of becoming stronger than you were just yesterday. We are poised to continue building upon this foundational knowledge in the subsequent part of this series, and a promise is made that the forthcoming content will render these principles even more accessible and effortlessly applicable to your daily life.